The year was 218 AD when I first drew breath, nestled within the ancient city of Perusia, a place steeped in the grandeur of Etruscan history. My name, Gallus, carried the weight of generations past, for I hailed from a lineage that traced its roots back to the noble aristocracy of pre-Roman Etruria. My upbringing was one of privilege, yet it was tempered with the stern lessons of duty and honor. My family, proud custodians of Perusia's legacy, instilled within me a deep reverence for tradition and the obligations that came with our esteemed ancestry. Education, a cornerstone of our upbringing, shaped my young mind and prepared me for the trials that awaited. Under the tutelage of scholars versed in the arts of rhetoric, philosophy, and warfare, I honed both the mind and the sword, for I understood that knowledge was as potent a weapon as any forged on the anvil. As I grew, so too did my ambitions. The tales of Rome's glory, whispered in hushed tones among the marble halls of Perusia, stirred within me a desire to leave my mark upon the annals of history. Yet, such aspirations were not to be pursued lightly, for the path to greatness was fraught with peril and uncertainty. But fate, that fickle mistress, had woven a tapestry of destiny that would soon entwine my life with the grandeur of the Roman Empire. It was in service to the Emperor Decius that I would find my purpose, for when the call to arms echoed across the land, I heeded it without hesitation, ready to defend the realm with blade in hand and loyalty in heart. Little did I know then that my journey had only just begun, and that the trials of war would pave the way for a destiny far beyond the walls of Perusia. Yet, as I look back upon those formative years, I cannot help but feel a sense of gratitude for the lessons learned and the bonds forged in the crucible of youth. For it was there, amidst the echoes of ancient wisdom and the dreams of empires past, that the foundation of my reign was laid. The year was 251 AD, a fateful turning point in the annals of Roman history. The shadows of war loomed large over the empire, casting a pall of uncertainty upon its vast domains. It was amidst this turmoil that destiny beckoned, summoning me forth to ascend the throne of Rome. The demise of Emperor Decius upon the field of battle marked the dawn of a new era, one fraught with peril and opportunity in equal measure. As his loyal legate, I stood poised at the precipice of destiny, ready to seize the reins of power and guide the empire through the tempest that raged upon its borders. The mantle of leadership weighed heavy upon my shoulders, yet I accepted it with a resolve born of duty and determination. With the support of my fellow commanders and the blessings of the gods, I took up the mantle of emperor, prepared to confront the challenges that lay ahead. The path to power, however, was fraught with peril, for the spectre of our enemies lurked at the edges of the empire, eager to test the mettle of Rome's new ruler. Yet, I met their onslaught with a steadfast resolve, marshalling the legions under my command and rallying the people to our cause. It was a time of trial and tribulation, yet amidst the chaos of war, a flicker of hope emerged. In the wake of our victory over the Goths, I sought to forge a path towards peace, negotiating an uneasy truce that would safeguard the empire's borders for a time. But the challenges of rulership were far from over, for the burdens of governance weighed heavily upon my shoulders. Yet, with each passing day, I sought to prove myself worthy of the trust placed in me, for I knew that the fate of Rome rested upon my shoulders alone. And so, with courage and conviction, I embarked upon the journey that would define my reign, ready to face whatever trials awaited me with the same steadfast resolve that had brought me to the throne in the first place. The early years of my reign were marked by both triumph and turmoil, as I sought to navigate the treacherous waters of imperial governance. The wounds of war still fresh upon the empire's flesh, I labored tirelessly to restore stability and prosperity to Rome's troubled domains. My first act as emperor was to solidify my grip on power, for I knew that the wolves of ambition would not hesitate to prey upon the weak. Through shrewd diplomacy and strategic alliances, I sought to consolidate my authority, forging bonds of loyalty that would withstand the test of time. Yet, even as I sought to strengthen the empire's defenses, new threats emerged on the horizon. The Goths, emboldened by their earlier victories, renewed their assaults upon our borders, testing the mettle of Rome's legions once more. It was a time of great peril, yet amidst the chaos of war, I remained steadfast in my resolve. With the courage of a lion and the wisdom of a sage, I led our forces into battle, determined to defend the honor of Rome against all who would seek to challenge it. But the burdens of rulership weighed heavily upon my shoulders, and the strains of war took their toll upon the empire's resources. As the years wore on, I found myself beset by challenges on all sides, from rebellion within our own borders to invasion from without. Yet, through it all, I remained resolute in my determination to uphold the sacred duty entrusted to me by the gods and the people of Rome. Though the road ahead was fraught with peril, I knew that so long as I remained true to the principles of honor and duty, the empire would endure. And so, with each passing day, I labored tirelessly to safeguard the legacy of Rome, ready to face whatever trials awaited me with the same unwavering resolve that had brought me to the throne in the first place. For I knew that the fate of the empire rested upon my shoulders alone, and I would not rest until Rome stood strong once more. The year was 253 AD, a year of reckoning and tragedy that would forever alter the course of Roman history. As the empire grappled with internal strife and external threats, I found myself ensnared in a web of betrayal and deceit that would ultimately seal my fate. The specter of rebellion loomed large upon the horizon, as discontent festered within the ranks of the legions and whispers of treachery echoed through the halls of power. Though I sought to quell the unrest with a firm hand, the seeds of dissent had already taken root, threatening to tear the empire apart from within. But it was not from within that the final blow would come, but from without. The Goths, ever eager to test the strength of Rome's defenses, launched a renewed assault upon our borders, plunging the empire into chaos once more. As the legions rallied to meet the enemy on the field of battle, I sought to marshal our forces and lead them to victory. Yet, even as I prepared to face the coming storm, a dagger lurked in the shadows, wielded by those who sought to usurp my throne and claim the mantle of power for themselves. It was a betrayal most foul, orchestrated by those whom I had once called allies and comrades in arms. As the blade pierced my flesh and darkness closed in around me, I knew that my time upon this earth had come to an end. Yet, even in death, I remained steadfast in my devotion to Rome and the principles for which I had fought so tirelessly. For though my mortal form may have been laid low, my spirit would live on, a beacon of hope and inspiration for future generations to come. And so, as the light faded from my eyes and the world grew dim, I took solace in the knowledge that my legacy would endure, a testament to the courage and resilience of the Roman spirit. Though I may have fallen in battle, the empire would endure, for such is the destiny of Rome and all who swear allegiance to her eternal glory. As I look back upon the sinews of my life, I cannot help but ponder the legacy that I leave behind. Though my time upon this earth was fleeting, the echoes of my deeds resound through the annals of history, shaping the destiny of empires and inspiring generations to come. Though my reign was marked by turmoil and strife, I take pride in the knowledge that I stood firm in the face of adversity, confronting the challenges that beset the empire with unwavering resolve and unyielding determination. Though my life was cut short by the blade of betrayal, I take solace in the knowledge that my sacrifice was not in vain. For though I may have fallen, my spirit lives on in the hearts of those who continue to uphold the principles of honor and duty for which I fought so tirelessly. Though my name may fade from memory, the legacy of my reign endures, a testament to the enduring strength and resilience of the Roman spirit. For though empires may rise and fall, the ideals for which we strive remain eternal, guiding us towards a future of greatness and glory. And so, as I pass into the annals of history, I do so with a heart full of pride and a mind at peace, knowing that I have played my part in shaping the destiny of Rome and all who call her home. Though my time upon this earth may be over, the legacy of Gallus, Emperor of Rome, shall endure for all eternity. Thank you for watching. Our channel, known as the Renaissance Spirit, is dedicated to the pursuits of a just, equitable, and humanitarian world. Video topics encompass areas including history, politics, religion, personal development, society, culture, social and environmental justice, and other topics of liberal arts and sciences including ancient Rome and the Roman Empire, which is a great comparison and contrast of the modern world. Topics perfect for the true modern polymath. The Renaissance ushered in a golden age and the pursuit of knowledge both lost to time and yet to be discovered. It gave birth to the Enlightenment and the Age of Reason. Embracing truth, knowledge, and an understanding and compassion for humanity opens up the world to each of us, individually, and improves all of humanity, affording us the opportunity to be better stewards of the earth and to each other. The Renaissance Spirit, more than just a philosophy or style, but a style for living, learning, growing and thinking. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share. If you're looking to explore and experience what life has to offer, I'm sure you'll enjoy the other videos on my channel. Please peruse, and let me know in the comments what you get out of them and what other videos you'd like to see. But first, please take the quiz next to see if you're a Renaissance Spirit.